Hi everyone, this is Jules. Just wanted to pop on since I had time today and post a quick video. I wanted to just share with you guys what's been going on over the last, actually it can't be within the last like 5 years that I've been off YouTube. I'm going to try and sum it up as much as possible because a lot of stuff has happened over the last 5 years. So where do I start? So one of the last videos that I had posted was that I'm going to be closing the shop and that I was going to be taking care of my health so that I can get back to work, so that I can send my daughter back to school. She's wanted to go to Washington State University for since she started college, and we moved out here in Washington. We're on the southeast part of the state of Washington, and we've been here for about 6 years now, and in this house for 5 years. So our update is that as of this moment, my daughter is done with school. She graduated in just a couple, not even a couple years ago. She also got married, and she is now working at a vet clinic that she's been at for about 4 years. 4 years, like starting in the summers and whatnot. And then she decided to go back to a community college to do a trade for a vet tech. So she had gotten her degree in zoology, but she's ended up really liking working at this vet clinic, and so she's found her niche. So she went back to school to get her license for vet tech, and that's what she's doing now, and she'll be done in another year and a half. So that's what's gone on with her. My whole purpose of quitting YouTube for a little while was so that I can take care of my health. I was due for a few surgeries, back surgeries, and I have gotten those done. I had a spinal cord stimulator placed in that did not work for maybe the first year, and then after that it wasn't working very well at all, actually. My back got worse. I had sharp pains down my legs, down to my feet. I couldn't lay down for very long. It was just so difficult. So they went in. The first surgery was to take out the spinal cord stimulator. I healed from that, and then the following year I went in and had that spinal fusion done, and that seemed to help so much. And I had gained so much weight because I wasn't able to do anything. Not that I'm super skinny now, but I have lost weight because I've been on keto for like a year now, and I lost almost 30 pounds. So that's helped stuff too. So being heavy and having a really bad back just doesn't mix. So it was just not good for me to be heavy. My husband and I started keto just last year, and he lost 50 pounds. I think he's lost about 50 pounds. I did get the surgeries, and I went ahead, and the year after that, like in 2016, I went back to school for a year, got my license for medical assisting again, and because there was just the first school that I went to ended up shutting down. They weren't doing things properly, and I thought this whole time I had my license or like I was nationally certified, and I was not. So I ended up going back to school to relearn a lot of things that I know that I needed to catch up on because I hadn't been a medical assistant for a good few years. So I went back to school out here in Washington. I got nationally certified so I can work anywhere in the United States, which is awesome. And then I went to work. I went to work for a local hospital here. But over the last year, almost year, my dad, actually last year, 2020, in June, the end of June, sometime in June, he had a stroke. Turned out that there were multiple strokes, and then he became pretty incapacitated. He was able to, have little walks throughout the day with a walker because he just has bad knees. If any of you guys know, I don't know if I've mentioned it to you guys before, but he used to race horses back in the late 40s and 50s and 60s. I think he was about 16 when he started jockey school in Peru. And he quit racing the year I was born, which was in the early 70s. So he raced for a long time, long time. He's 90 now. He just turned 90 last year, September 2020. But he had a lot of accidents. He's had horses trample him. He's been tossed from horses. He was pressed up against fences and the start out gates and tons of different stuff until one accident. He was told by a doctor when he was taken to the emergency room that he needed to quit racing. Otherwise, whatever next accident was to happen would leave him paralyzed. So he stopped. He had a family, he had children he needed to support, so he couldn't do it that way anymore. So he stopped racing. So yeah, he did everything that he could. Him and my mom did everything that they could to make sure that we were all okay. So of course I have a certain level of obligation to my parents, and so I took leave from work in June to help take care of him. And of course, like his medical stuff that my mom doesn't really understand too much of. So I kind of took myself and moved to Los Angeles for since then, since June. I've been back home here in Washington. This is my third trip, I think. Third trip. I just came now for Valentine's Day to spend with my husband because I haven't seen him for quite a while, months and months on end, and he would come and see me. He saw me a couple of times down in LA, and so yeah, I wanted to come and spend Valentine's Day with him, so I'll be flying back here in just a few days. But because I was here for a few days, I started on one project, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, if you don't mind. But so as of right now, I am on medical leave, on family medical leave, and I'm not working. And so I just don't know what's going to happen if I need to stay in LA because my dad he's been stable, and then he's declined, and then he was stable there, and they pulled him out of hospice, and then they put him in palliative care, and he's about to head back into hospice here in a little while. My dad had declined since that stroke in June. He had a few issues. They found a blood clot. They started him on some new medications. He had bleeding problems. They wanted to put in, I forgot what it's called at this moment, but they wanted to do a procedure to help catch the clot. He's not the kind of person that will even tolerate a surgery. So my dad said, you know what, if God's ready to take me, I'm just going to go. I don't want to deal with hospitals. And during COVID, this is the beginning of COVID, he does not want to deal with the hospitals. He's like, if I'm going to die, I want to die in my bed, at home, surrounded by my wife and my kids. And so that's what we did. We are honoring his wishes, and so he's home. He has been stable, and I mean, he's been losing a little bit of weight, but he is eating. He has developed a lot more pain in his shoulder. It's his left shoulder that he's got a pin in from back in his racing days. He fell a couple of times, almost always on that left side, so he's done something there. And then he's got some neck, some stenosis in his neck. It's mainly in the back of his head is where he's feeling a lot of headaches and pain and stuff. So we're trying to control that. So he's not alone. My mom's there, my brother's there, my sister-in-law's there. But you know, I need to see my husband. I need to see my home. I need to take care of things here at home. And I can only be here for a few days, and then I fly back. So that's kind of what's been going on. I was working for, you know, almost 4 years, and I just don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know if I can go back to work or not because of my dad. I cannot just up and leave, go back to work, and then he had another, another scare. He had a heart attack or he had a stroke, and then I leave again, and I won't be able to get permission anymore to come to go down and see him. So I'm just taking my leave, and I'm gonna be with my dad as much as I can. So yeah, the house is still standing, so my husband's taking care of things here. So it's been a lot of scares, especially with my dad and stuff. My husband has been so supportive, and he's not complained not once that I've been gone too long. He lost his dad just suddenly. Apparently, he was having a heart attack in his truck when he had just left the house. So this has been like 5 years now, I think, that he passed. So my husband just talked to him like a couple of weeks before that. Things were okay. They chit chat. They have jokes. They laugh together, and they're like, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'll call you back. And so he knows what it's like to, not be there with his dad when he passed away. So he's been very supportive with letting me go down to LA and be with my dad and help them. My dad's 90 and my mom is 83. Yeah. But it's been like that. So I've done tons of videos on like cooking videos, gardening videos to put on my channel for At the House of Jules, but I only have 2 that are sitting there, and I'm probably just going to get rid of that channel because I just don't have time to load up anything. I have done a room tour. Not really a tour, but more of like where have I like arranging this room. This is the family room part of our home. So I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to see a tour. It's a mess, and it's still, excuse me, not completely organized. It's kind of messy in here. I don't know. You guys let me know. And when I come back, I can do a little tour. But I just want to catch you guys up on my life and what's been going on. And I can show you real quick what I'm working on if you want. Something super simple. Give me just a sec. All right, there we go. So this is my room right now, or my table. It's messy. Messy, messy, messy. So this is I'm working on an album. I'm surprised I got this far with it since I got here. It's only been like 4 days, something like that. Anyways, this is for my sister's birthday in March, and I was thinking of doing a Valentine's kind of a mini album for my husband and I, but since her birthday's coming up and it's already like Valentine's Day's coming up here tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow's Saturday, I think it's tomorrow. I'm like, you know what, because we're already doing something else, and it was too late. I would not have had this ready, so I decided to give it to her. This is my sister-in-law right here, Lisa, and my brother Tony. So I made a little shaker card with their photo behind it and did their photo in the black and white. It's not the best because I don't make mini albums. I will do chipboard albums where they're chipboard. I cover them with paper, put them in binding rings, and that's it. But this one, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to build one from scratch. So I did this album. Let's see. I was watching YouTube and I came across some albums, and I'm like, I wanna make one. So I decided to cover it with muslin. I did it all from scratch with chipboard. Covered it with muslin and did the binding. So I did the little itty bitty hinges. They were about a 1/2 inch tall, and I did an 1/8 of an inch, or no, 1/4 inch spacings. And I wanted to do a big one, so I did an 8-page one. It's a pocket album. And so last night I just glued the frame down. So that's the frame. It's 2 layers because I wanted to do the shaker card. And I just used Prima confetti dye and some little pearls, little jewelry thingies. I don't know what they are. I just thought it was really cute. And I used, you guys, I used Webster's Pages. It was a collection kit. Oh, here it is. It's called In Love. This was so old. It was back, and some of you guys might remember it, but it was back in the day when they had these little gadgets, these little like CD cover thingies with journaling cards in it. It was back then, and they used to do a lot of shabby chic style kind of papers and things, and they stopped doing it. I don't know why. They used to make these a long time ago. They don't do this anymore. They don't do the trims like they did anymore. Webster's Pages is not what it was before, and I miss it. So anyways, this is the album that I had made. I'm not going to go into detail as far as like what I used, but I did use a lot of cardstock. This is the first page. I don't know if I want to cover it or not. This one's just covered with cardstock right now. But I'm trying to make it stretch because I'm running out of the paper. I didn't have a whole lot in there, so I'm using a lot of different cardstock that is coordinating colors. So anyways, we're supposed to be able to untie this and open it. Well, actually, let me do that here. And so this opens this way. And it has a couple journaling cards there. And then it's got a little flip out. Two journaling cards there. Some die cuts. And then this one here opens this way. It's got a tag in there. And a little wooden embellishment from this little guy. I don't remember who makes that. See how much I'm into scrapbooking again? I just don't scrap anymore. I haven't been able to. Just some cardstock, some dies. I'm using a lot of rose gold, you'll see. So these are all going to be pockets. They all have pockets, actually. I don't know if I'll use them all because I don't have enough paper. I might just use a cardstock. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Anyways, pocket there. And then to hide my boo-boo, over here I did a shaker card on this to distract from my waterfall that is, I think, backwards. You guys will probably laugh at me. But each page, but it's going the wrong way. I think they were all supposed to be underneath it, but whatever. It's fine. Just for a photo mat there. This one is just just a layout for a small photo, but this is loose to tuck something under for whenever they're ready to put something down. She could write something here, add something there. It doesn't matter. Again, pocket. Next page. They're both identical. And I do like this side. So photo mat for a small, like a 2x3 or 4x3 or whatever. This unties. This flips up for 2 additional photos. You could do 4x4s, 3x3s, and then there's a tag. Oops, let's see if I can. I'm sorry, I'm all moving around. So this one's exactly the same. Same thing. And then a tag here. And then again for a photo mat or something. Again, a pocket. They're all pockets. This one here, I glued down that paper clip because I just wanted it to be enough to be able to pull these out. So this is for photo mats. Nothing on the back side. I've been using a lot of Coco and Reno dies because I'm so subscribed to their die kits or die membership or whatever it's called. But I get them every month, and oh my god, I'm in love. I'm in love. That's that page. This one here. A photo can go here, or an additional sheet can go here. I think I glued that down. Yes, I did. And this opens and it's a double pocket. There's a card in there. I don't know if Prairie Bird Boutique is still open on Etsy, but that's where I got all these beautiful color scheme bindings. There's a big pile right there because I've been just grabbing them from there. This is a pocket page. These are just layouts. I'm not done, of course, with this mini album, but I can Lisa can add in just a photo if she wants, just a picture, that's it. And just for a photo mat, nothing special on this one, but it's really pretty because I really like this right here. That punch is just gorgeous. Which one is that? EK Success Scroll Pattern. I don't even know if they have it anymore, but let's see, did I add it? Let's see. Okay, so next one is this little guy, which I think is so cute. It's a die cut right there. And I just created, I messed up and did a different tie, but I didn't like how it looked, so I just improvised and just glued, made a knot in the seam binding and glued it in the hole of the eyelet. So, and then there's this, and I think this one comes off. Yes, it does. It comes off. But it's just a photo mat. I think it's so cute. And this side just has, I did a one pocket, but it was a little too lifted up, so I decided to just glue this down to hold this down so that my cards wouldn't just slip out. There's just two of those in there with my little bow. That's also a die cut from Coco and Reno. And then let's see if I don't. And this one's an identical page. So both sides open the same. They have the same paper and everything. So this is just tucked under there. It's just a closure. And when you open it, it's a photo mat here, and then this opens up, and there's little other photo mats there, or journaling, or however she wants to do it. So that tucks in. This folds in, tucks in there. And then I think I glued these down. Yeah, I think I did that. Same thing with that one. And then that one's, that's it. I have one more page to do, 1.5. So the papers are beautiful though. I mean, they're super pretty, light pastel-y colors. On the back, I just have, I die cut this from that Coco and Reno set. Added a little bow and the glitter, and then just added this to the back side, but it's all muslin. The backs, or the side, or the spine, these were brads from Graphic 45, these little guys, and I could not get the thing to open, and as I'm pulling it or trying to open the prongs, both prongs pop off. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just glue things in there. So I popped all the prongs off and I just glued it down, and then just added the paper here. Some of my laces from my shop that I had. These are cute. So that's what I'm working on. Some of the papers are, all right, this is some of the papers from the collection. I'm keeping all of the bits because I don't know what I'm going to use for the pockets yet. I try to save a few, but as you can see, I did have 2-3 pages to finish there. They're really, it's a nice color palette though. I really like that color palette. Super pretty. This one's were the embellishments that this thing came on. But I like that they used cardstock for that because I can use that. Same with this, that was came on the top part of all of the papers, but there's cardstock I can use, and I have been using it actually. I did cut something out of here. So basically it's that. It's a dark gray, but this is some of the cardstock I'm using. I love American Craft textured cardstock. It is just one of my favorites. It's the same. Here's some gray. There's some more. So yeah, I'm using this as separate cardstock. This is from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. It's in rose gold, so I've been using that. So pretty much that's it. And then there's this one pretty paper. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. This one back here. Is that not super pretty? I don't know. I might do a layout if I still have time. Who knows? Anyways, I'm flying back in a couple of days, and then I'm just gonna see what I can finish here. So that is my album. I just wanted to show that to you and give you guys an update, just to have a video up there in my channel. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And thank you so much for stopping by to listen in and see what I'm doing. I don't know when I'll be able to post another video. We'll see. I miss you guys. I really do. And I hope you guys are having a great year. Be safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.